can't believe you've brought me here. Apparently this restaurant has got the best food in all of Ecuador. Thursday, mate, we need it. I need cheering up. I am stressing out. We've got a big season to plan for. I'm hoping your comb placement is next level. I've no doubt that it will be. Just worried. I'm worried for our safety again, and I thought we were 3 men, and I feel like something is going on. Well, I do have a plan. I've been given a number for a top of the range, apparently the best security firm in the world. It's called Bodyguard Security. I've been given the number. I'm going to ring these, see if we can get us like, well, a bodyguard. Let's check them out, eh?
Hello, Bodyguard Security. Bobby Smith, how can I help?
Yeah, I've been told that you're the best security firm in the business, and I'm looking for some personal security.
Well, you've called the right place. Whoever recommended us surely knows what they're talking about, and I'd be happy to provide you with the security that you need. Can I start by taking a name?
Yeah, sure, it's Bood.
Bood? As in Bood FM?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, may have heard of me. I'm a football manager. I recently won the Jamaican top flight division with Montego Bay.
Heard of you, Bood? This is Bobby Smith, aka Agent Smith, the man who spent years hunting you down, and the man who retired a hero at Interpol for finally putting you behind bars.
Oh shit, I thought you sounded familiar. Look, Agent Smith.
Call me Bobby. I'm retired from Interpol now.
Okay, look, Bobby, I'm a free man. Me and the CCPO are in the clear. We get out fair and square. Well, sort of.
Chill out, Bood. I don't care anymore. I did my job at the time, and now I collect a fat pension because of it. And I've got a lovely award here on my shelf. So, honestly, I don't really care anymore.
Really?
Really, Bood. I'm a businessman now, and I earn an insane amount of money from running my security operations. So if you want the best, and you want to pay me, let's talk.
Well, Bobby, look, two of my closest friends have recently been murdered, and I'm worried that it's going to be me and the CCPO next. I'm looking for a top of the range, all singing, all dancing, badass bodyguard.
Bood. Trouble just follows you everywhere, doesn't it? You know what, though? Despite us past, I do admire you. I'll give you a 10% discount on the best bodyguard I have. His name's Big G, and nobody will get close to you once the big man's protecting you.
Excellent. That sounds amazing.
And this whole situation's got my old detective senses tingling. I'm intrigued, so I tell you what, for another payment, I'll do some digging for you. I'd like to know if anyone is actually after you. So I've still got some contacts in Interpol, I've got contacts in CIA, MI5, even NASA. So I'll ask around, see what I can dig up.
Wow, that's awesome. Seriously, Agent Smith, sorry, Bobby. I can't believe that even though you left me in that complete shithole for a year, I'm now actually loving you a lot.
Never say that to me again, Bood. Now my secretary will take all your details and Big G will fly out to you today. As soon as I find anything out, I'll be in touch.
Wow, it's a small world, but it doesn't matter. We're getting a top of the range bodyguard and be flying out here straight away to protect us. Might make us feel a bit better, might make us feel a bit secure. I'm absolutely starving, so we're getting in here and having some food. Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 5 of The Road to Anywhere. As always, thanks for joining me, it's massively appreciated. Thank you for not going missing. Make sure if you're enjoying this, you help support me, the series and my channel by smashing that thumbs up. Get involved in the comments, I will always reply to my comments. Subscribe if you're new, come and join the family and hit that bell and you'll never miss anything I do. But honestly, thanks as always for your view. Yeah, man, we're here again, and I'm getting a full crack at the whip this time. Full season with Technico in Ecuador. Really enjoyed that, honestly, that back end of the season. Starting off with 8 points, managing to survive, even though we went a bit shaky towards the end and needed help with other results. We still did it, but now I got to do it my way properly and see what I could do, because honestly, I could not wait for this. So I really believed last year with the bookies odds that I looked at that they were a team at the bottom. It was bad management. Once I came in, I could do my thing, and we did it. And we had a lot of good players that I liked that weren't going to be out of contract. We've got a lot of good youth players, really, to be fair. And we have a good youth intake again this year. Got some really good, talented players. But, you know, there was a lot of holes because there was a lot of loan players last year. But the club did invest quite a few million, right? And I was quite happy with that. What they won't do was give me anything from player sales. So if I did sell a player, even though I didn't get much for players, if I did sell a player, I was on zero for putting that into my transfer funds. They gave me a budget and that was it. So I pumped most of that into the wages, kept a little bit back because I did spend a little tiny bit of money, and then just mainly had to fill out a few other holes with loans, or just attack the areas I needed to fill, really. Even if there was like a top player, if I already had 2 good players in that position, I left it because I needed to fill holes, and I love filling holes. The first guy I signed was Juan Pablo Vargas, Costa Rican. Remember, you can only have 5 foreigners, and I filled those 5 spots. Decent player. Didn't cost me a thing. And then signed 31-year-old Uruguayan Martin Rabunal, central midfielder, again for free. I needed a right back, and he was released by the Ecuadorian Barcelona. I know he's 35, but I still think he was good. He was like one of the best I could get. Ended up paying 19 grand in compensation. We picked up a great midfielder. In my opinion, he looks pretty good. He's only 22, and he was free. And then another right back, because both my right backs last year were on loan. I had one when I got there, and I loaned another. Again, he's not a world beater, and he is Bolivian, fills a foreigner spot, but it didn't cost me a penny. Now, this is my biggest signing, which is crazy. For a 40-year-old, right? He's Falcao. He's fucking Falcao. Now, I know he's 40, but look at his technicals and his mentals. I know his physicals have dropped off a cliff, but this is Ecuador. I just wanted that experience, that quality. Imagine the shirt sales. Imagine how much buzz there'd be signing a player with his history at a club like ours. 29 grand he cost me. We've loaned a centre-half, Jackson. I love that name, for obvious reasons. If you know, you know. Plaza, 19 years old. I think we're paying about 56% of his wages. And we've loaned a cracking striker from Barcelona, to be fair. 19-year-old. I was surprised he's up for loan because he's good. So according to Omar Edwards, the greatest Jamaican assistant manager in the history of football, this is my best 11 when I'm playing with the 4-4-2. This year I do fluctuate quite a bit with both my tactic, which is completely different, and this. I have different moods. Depends what mood I'm in, really. Not very tactical. But we've got a decent team. We're a team that shouldn't have been in a relegation zone. And I think they're good now. It does say Blanco up top, who's a fantastic player, and Paredes. They really are my 2 starting strikers, I'll be honest with you. You've seen them 2 boys. You've seen me right winger. My left winger, Louis, scored a good few goals last year. He'll be my main left winger this year. The other Louis at left back, a good solid player. We've got Alex Rangel, decent, really good player. Vargas, you've seen. You've seen me do right backs. And my keeper's decent. Now we have got a bit of depth as well. I've got a player in every position. I can switch both tactics and I think it fits and works. Now, as you can see, we did get some money and we have got money. And obviously some players did leave. I didn't really get much money, but what it is they just won't give me anything. Like they said, they give me the budget, I put it in the wages, I've ended up overspending on the wages, but I ask and ask all year and they're like, no. I mean, that money does go down, and they're being sensible. Apparently it's on zero of the transfer revenue because of the way the finances have been done in the past, something like that. I remember reading it somewhere. So I get it, they're covering themselves. Almost forgot, we brought Valencia back. He was on loan here last year. Let me do it again. I mean, his star rating ain't great, but he did all right for me last year. 9 goals in 12 games. Keeping him. And Ronald Plaza, because he was here on loan last year and they allowed me to do it again, which I'm happy about. He played 7 games and he scored a couple of goals. I just needed that depth and I could do it, so why not? I thought to myself, do you know what, this year I need to pay homage to my friends. So firstly, I'm going to create my own tournament, the Joe Page Memorial, which was great. We played a team called Boca Juniors, not the real one, but I do love Boca Juniors. If you've never seen my Boca Juniors series, go and check it out. Was it last year, year before? Loved it. I've wanted to do it since I started YouTube. And then we got into the final. And what a final, 3-3. Won it on penalties. So we picked up the Joe Page Memorial Trophy. Now, if you've watched me for years, you know me, right? And what do I always say, especially when I'm at a team that isn't fancied for the title or isn't fancied for the top 6, and I haven't got any money really to spend, do what you can with the staff. At this point, I'd finally got it to where I couldn't get it maximum wise. They won't let me do any more with it as the season goes on. I could get a head for performance analyst. Still can't find an actual head of youth. I've got to be director of football or my technical director doing that. But that's the best I can do. So let's jump forward now to the 1st of June and look where we are. We are 5th, way better than what the bookies said. Look who the top goal scorer is. Kid I've loaned, who's absolutely brilliant, best player in the league. Look at the assists. Falcao is about to retire. And I was devastated. I tried to talk to him and convince him to stay another year. He didn't have it, but he was fantastic for me. I think he even does better. I think he's got a game or two left in him until he retires. But at this point, he's played 14 times. He played in every single game, never got injured, scored 7 goals. So it's a goal every other game, set up 6 goals. So it's nearly a goal every other game. He nearly creates a goal in some form or fashion in every game he played in. Either as a front two, you could just tell his class on the. I don't know if he's in my mind. You could just tell. Or when I played my tactic, he'd play behind in the hole, behind the striker. I was brilliant. He threw balls and everything. I think we could have done better than whatever we achieved at the end of this. I think we'd have done better if we'd have kept him for the whole season. I was gutted. So these are the results so far in the league in Ecuador, the Liga Pro. We started great, 2-0 win. We drew, we lost. We're in a fantastic run here where we didn't get beat. But again, some of these have been fantastic battles. Really fun games to be a part of, even like the draws and so on. Some really good wins, battling away, even losing, still putting in goals, still performing. Lost 2 on the bounce, but they are a very good team. I mean, and I've been told they've got one of the best academies in the game. If I had any money, I'd try and poach some. Also, got told by Kraken, one of my favourite subscribers, that apparently is the date. It means a date they're named after when they got independence, I think. There you go. The Dolphins beat us, but last 2 games are 3-2 and a 1-1. And this is a squad arranged by average rating. And look at Jean Acurio. What a player. Brilliant. Absolutely buzzing to have him. Honestly, I know he's formed it recently, but what a player. For 40. And I couldn't replace him. Didn't have the money really. There's no one out there at that kind of level at that age who would come. He was a little find, and it was a few months of pure joy. I'll be honest with you. I'm a Man United fan. I forget about that Man United bit. But here in Ecuador, he was absolutely perfect. Left winger suspended at the minute. But again, people are doing well. I'll change the appearances. See who's playing. Dixon Vera, what a pick up on a free he was. Buzzing with him. Goals wise, obviously Juan, and it's been them 2 with my main 2, but obviously with Falcao going, the other 2 boys are going to get more time up front. So is Valencia, because really technically I had 5 strikers. Now then, because I had such a big gap in June and a bit of July, I decided to have a couple of friendlies, give the guys a break, play a couple of friendlies, and then have the Limo Remembrance Cup, just in honour of both my murdered friends. Seriously, but you know, I'm feeling quite good this year, feel quite protected. Wait till you see Big G. No one is messing with us when we've got Big G around, but it was just nice again to win it. And in the league, we were still sitting in the championship group, which is where I want to be, in 5th. And you know, we're only 10 points off top, and we're in and around it at this stage with a lot of really good teams. Are we perfect? No, but we've done really well. And like I keep saying, I've really enjoyed it. Mr. Acurio, still number 1 man, but at times I really did feel like we were missing that Falcao man. I reversed the dates and you can see we've been all right. 3-3 draw, then we won 1-0, then we got absolutely battered off El Nacional, who, if you remember, were down there with us last year. They've been pretty good this year. They went a 4-match unbeaten run. Switching up tactics at times, especially when I'm away from home. Last game I've played at this point though was disappointing. So we've got 7 games of the regular season to play. The next game is against Barcelona, where we got a Acurio from, so he couldn't play, even though he's probably my best player and my main goal scorer. But you know, you just battle it out. I was hoping they could just keep doing what they were doing. You're never going to be perfect at this club at this stage where we're at, but they've been fantastic. And it was just about staying in there and giving ourselves a chance, because once you're in something like that, a playoffs or a championship group, anything could happen. Then lost my next 2 games. We lost against Barca, got battered off those dudes. And then I'm thinking, here we go, this is going to be 4 losses on the run. We played possibly one of the best teams in the country. And what a game. What a game. I love it when it's like this, where you're thinking, shit, we're going to have to boil. Now we're going to get battered, and then we come out with something like that. So we're now currently 6. Got a bit of a cushion there, but we'll see. Now then, we're jumping back here on the 24th of October, because I just won 3-0. Drawn a couple of games as well. Good games, to be fair. But this is a special moment, because with 1 game left to play in the league, we were safe and secured for our playoff spot or championship spot. There's 8 teams in it. You got a quarter final, then you have a semi-final, and then a final. And I was guessing at that point that if you're at the top, you probably draw teams that are below you. One thing you may have noticed, or maybe you didn't, is we were in the cup. They were in the cup last year. I don't know if you remember, just in case you don't. The manager before me, I think he got knocked out of the cup, then he lost a league game, and then they sacked him. We were in it, and I can't find out why. I don't know if I missed the news thing. No, I didn't go for it. I didn't intend to lose, but I don't know if they were just off the board a little bit. But this was our last league game going into that championship group. So yeah, basically the top 4 drew the bottom 4. Don't know how random that was, but it's El Nacional. They were crap last year. I think they finished 4th in the league. So this is the final league table, and El Nacional have done well. We've done well. They've done really well this season. So of course, it's one of them, innit? You can be top of the league. Don't mean you're going to win it, because I'm pretty sure Catalica, who are the current champions, and the team we've drawn, we finished 2nd. I'm sure they didn't finish 1st last year. They didn't. No, they in fact finished 7th and won the title. That gives you hope, doesn't it, eh? So I'm just going to film live com after live com. As far as I can get into this, I'm going to film for my replays, just in case I need to edit down the episode. I can at least show you some goals of the games, and you'll get what you're given, and hopefully we have some fun with it. I have no idea. This is my last save file. What can we do? Well, this is one of them stupid ones where this is the most important part of the season, and the game doesn't care because, as you can see, my number 1 player is off to join Ecuador's under-23 squad. So is he. So is he. Our own country is taking players out of teams at the most important part of their league. I will say this though, check that out. Look at the ages, 16, 17, 15, last year's youth intake, this year's youth intake. Quick look at him, Mr. Raul Munoz. Got some talent here in Ecuador, haven't they? You don't normally come across Ecuadorians on your travels around the world on Football Manager. We are at home in the first game. Hopefully we can do some here. Let's do some bits, boys. Not my best team. If we had Falcao and the other players, I feel a bit more confident, even though they did finish 2nd. The game's kicked off. Now, you might have noticed last few episodes, sometimes my lighting's different, the camera's different, and I mentioned it slightly, I think, in a previous episode. I've got a Logitech HD 1080p Pro. I've had it years. It's been amazing. It's still one of the best you can get. I thought it's always just been plug and play. Recently, it just stopped working. I had to download G Hub from Logitech, and it's kind of started working again, but now it will never save my settings for it. So every time I'm coming on, I have to reset my green screen, I have to reset up lighting, and sometimes the lighting don't want to work. And it's so annoying when you've just had something that's just been so consistent, never even have to think about it. It just plugged in and works, and now all of a sudden it's an actual ball ache. It did my head in. Like, I filmed the first half of this. I've come home from work, I filmed the first half, I had to drop the wife off at the train station. She's going away for 2 days. She's got to Glasgow tonight, and then flying down tomorrow morning to London for another conference, and then coming home on Wednesday. Anyway, so I paused it so I could drive it, and I've come back to do this, and the lights changed on it. It's like changed its settings already. It could not be more irritating. And I've just realised, by the way, that I've set this up for highlights on commentary. I've been on commentary, see, flying through it, but at least you got to see the goal. And apparently they've had one disallowed. And it's half time. Anyway, we could have a lot to get through, so that's worked out well. Yeah, I played a full season this time, so I was off, and I've done a lot of it on highlights. But I'll be honest, the majority of it, key highlight commentary for me, because I played this. I've said it before. I played this game for years. Just reading it's enough for me. You can get a lot out of it. I think I still do well. I don't think you have to watch it. And then you get these old school 2Ders. You think like they need to see the patterns of play. I've never read into this game that much. Maybe I should. Maybe I'd be better. Maybe I won't be drawing 1-1. But anyway, I think we've done great just to get in. This is where I wanted to be, just to get into this phase of the league. It's been a bit weird with no cup. I don't understand what happened there. Maybe I missed something. I was doing a lot of business at the start of the season. Do you have to achieve something to qualify? There's a lot of teams in it. Teams lower than us in leagues. So I'm not 100% sure what happened with that. Do you miss a year sometime? I don't know, but it's all right. I can just concentrate on the league, help me get through the season. Do you know what? I don't know what I want to do. Whatever happens this year, I don't know what I want to do. Now, if you've watched old series, We used to pretend we had a YouTube channel, me and the CCPO, and I'd put it out there as a vote. I think I might do that, you know. I think once this airs, I'll put a vote out on my community tab. So keep your eye out on my community tab on my channel. I'll have a vote. Should I stay or look for another job? I won't say where because I don't know where. There's a lot of leagues running. Just see if you want me to put in another season with what you see at the end of this, or should I hit that road with you, my CCPO, and go on a new adventure? So I think I might put it in your hands. Why not? But yeah, that's me. Sometimes I'm quite professional. Sometimes I need to go to the train station. I can't bother getting the bus. Hey, Dixon Vieira. We're back in this, boys and girl, if you're watching. Get right into it here. So yeah, come back. I forgot that I've already had it on commentary. Normally I check, but I just wanted to get in because the time is of the essence. Do you know what I mean? I need to get this edited tonight and put out at some point. I don't know when though. I don't know when, and that was absolutely terrible. We're gonna make a change for once in your life. Michael Jackson film coming out. Have you seen it? I think his nephew, one of his nephews, who does look quite like him, to be fair, he's playing him. Don't know how true they're going to be, how much they're going to show of reality. Seeing I think the family are making it. Bob Marley film, they're getting giddy with it, aren't they? Bob Marley film just came out on Valentine's Day. Although Bob Marley was 5'7", the actor they've got playing him 6'3". I'm 6'3". Don't know how they're working that one out. His family have made that as well. They've got giddy with them, haven't they? They've done loads, haven't they? So many. Because quite a few of them have won Oscars in the past. I did actually quite enjoy. I've watched the Johnny Cash one. I've never watched Jamie Foxx's one. I can't remember who he was. Jean Carlos Blanco, you know. Yeah, the Johnny Cash, but the Elvis one, proper like that. With Austin Butler, who's in Dune 2, and I'm a massive Dune fan, read the books. I used to love the film as a kid, even though it's crap. I watched the TV series. I love the lore of Dune. Star Wars ripped Dune off, and he admits it, you know, George Lucas ripped it off. Well, there you go, 3-3. Bit of a cock-up at the beginning, but, you know, you got to see the goal in the replay. Not bad, 2 Vedas and a Blanco. Don't you know? It's going to be an uphill task. They're a very good team. And we've got to go to their place and pull some out of the bag. And then if we get into the semis, I'm guessing that's 2 more games. No idea how many games you play in the final. Not checked, don't care. If I get there, I'll worry about it then. It could be a tough one. They're a good team. Like you've seen, we've only ever beaten them once in 5 tries. And last time, well, the last one was a draw, fair enough. Then we've just played, but away from home. Big stadium, no fans. So yeah, the wife's away, and my eldest son Fletcher stays at his grandma's on a Monday, and my youngest is going to be staying at his nana's tonight. So when I get home from work later at 7:30, I'm all alone. All alone to do a bit of editing and a bit of creating for the road to anywhere. I did go, and I mentioned this, I was going to go and do a vlog with Jamie to FC United of Manchester, and it was great. We went. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it into a video, though. I might do. You'll have to see. Actually, do you know what I might do? But yeah, something happened. Something happened that's never happened to me at a football game. But I am enjoying this. I'm enjoying this series and save and creating stories and all that. And I'm appreciative to the guys who stuck with it. It's not as big a series as it once was. Maybe because it is a bit daft. I don't know, but I like having fun. This is just Football Manager, and I make series where it's just me play Football Manager. But sometimes just to add a little bit of something different, I get enjoyment out of it. Why not do it? Have a bit of fun. We've done all right here. We've started pretty well. Here's Palaza to Jimenez, Red Sea through to Valencia, and we've only scored. No fans here in Ecuador, is there? Big ass stadium, no fans. It's very disappointing. You think there'd be more than there is here? I'll tell you what, there was quite a few fans at FC United. There was more fans at FC United than there was at Curzon Ashton, and Curzon Ashton in the league above. I know they've got a lot of United fans go, but here's Barbosa now. Can they get himself back into it? Nope. All right, Martinez to take it. Can they get him back into it? Ooh, ooh, ooh! So towards the end of that half, didn't get a highlight, but I could see from the commentary they were starting to come at us and they were enjoying themselves apparently. But it's still 1-0 and it's 4-3 in aggregate with 45 minutes to go. Right, I don't know what happened then. I'll be honest with you, it was on my goalkeeper and the camera just swooned round. There was a guy lay on the floor and now they have a free kick, apparently, and they've scored off it. I don't know what happened there either. That happened so fast. I had this camera angle I'm like waiting for something. I thought nothing's going to come of this. And then that happened. No one touched it, did they? He floated it over and everyone moved out of the way. I don't know what's going on with the match engine today on this. And now we're not winning. It's 2-2. This game. Now they've got a corner. Never know what's going to happen here. They'll probably float it over and everyone runs out of the way. It'll hit the post. Hit my guy's ass cheeks. Smacking the goalkeeper in the face. Ricochet off a bit of dirt on the floor and go in. Oh, come on. Do you know what? We didn't do it. But we didn't have to put up a fight, really. I'm pretty proud of that. We didn't roll over. It wasn't like 5-0 in aggregate. We gave him a game and had moments where we thought we may do this. We didn't. So the Dolphins in 5th went on to win it. And yes, the final is 2 legs. So you'd have 2 legs in the quarters, 2 legs in the semis, 2 legs in the final. So I know I like these kind of playoff things, though. I've said it in previous videos. I know a lot of you don't. You feel like you'd be cheated for finishing on 65 points. And losing the title to 5th place on 49 points. You only had 2 points more than me. I want you to decide. It's the first time we're doing it on this series. We've done it before on previous series. Go, after you've watched this video, go to my community tab. Now, the vote won't stay open for long because, of course, I need to start playing it. I might leave it open for an evening. Not long. I'm not doing a 24-hour one. And we'll see. I'm going to put on it. Do a stay here in Ecuador at Club Deportivo Técnico Universitario, or do a look for a new job. And yes, for any newbies that maybe doubt how quickly I get through a season, I am committed. I am very committed. I do play every single game. Apart from my friendlies, unless it's one of my dead friends' memorial tournaments, and then I'll play them. But as always, thank you for watching. It's massively appreciated. I love you long time for not going missing and for sticking with me and my beloved Road to Anywhere. Make sure you hit that thumbs up, get involved in the comments, subscribe if you're new and hit that bell, and you'll never miss anything I do. And I cannot wait to get playing no matter what. I can't get playing straight away because I'm waiting for the vote. Always annoys me a little bit, but I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. In-game and with the story. Because it could get bonkers as always if it's not bonkers enough already. So you stay happy, you stay safe. I'm booed. Bye-bye. Well, mate, what season? I'm so proud of what we achieved this year. Your work was great. I think my work matched it. And, you know, when we do that together, no one can stop us. I mean, you could always win something. I'm really proud of what we've achieved with this club. I absolutely love it here. I felt great. I felt happy. We played some fantastic football. Gutted Falcao couldn't stay for longer. Wow, what a player. Honestly, I can't wait till we get back to the levels of working with a full team of quality world-class players like him. Seriously. But we've got to earn our stripes, and I think we're doing everything the right way. Plus, this year, I've just felt good and safe having this big fella to protect us. You all right, Big G? You all right? Seriously. Oh, it's your boss on the phone. It's Bobby. I wonder what he wants to tell us. Hi, Bobby. You all right, mate? Big G's brilliant. Honestly, never felt safer. Doesn't say much though, does it?
You pay him to protect your boo, not sit around eating tea and biscuits, having lovely chats about the weather. Anyway, talking of weather, I'm currently stood on the side of a mountain deep into Siberia, freezing me bloody tits off.
Why?
Well, booed, old Bobby Smith here still has it, my friend. An old colleague who now works at NASA traced a rogue satellite in space and discovered that it was constantly tracking your location wherever you went.
Bloody hell. Really?
Yes, really, booed. They hacked it and managed to pinpoint its location to a remote outpost here in Siberia. And that's where I am now. To be fair, I was already in Russia. I have an old girlfriend who is an ex-KGB agent, and sexy as hell. We were just catching up on some alone time, so while I was here, I thought I may as well check this place out for you.
No way, that's cool. More importantly, is she hot? Anyway, be careful, mate. If this place is connected in any way to Joe and Lemo's death, it could be in danger.
Dude, you're speaking to Bobby Smith here. Yes, she's an easy 10 out of 10, and I'm basically James Bond, but better looking, so don't worry about my safety. Once I've got some info for you, I'll be in touch. Smith out.
Well, that sounds positive. Yeah, Bobby's on the case. He's tracking a lead. He thinks he might know who has been following us. Someone's been tracking us by satellite. Crazy. Your boss really knows what he's doing, doesn't he, Big G? Yeah? Talks more than you in, doesn't he? Christ. What? You might be right, you know. Stick a sock on the security camera. But you know what? Maybe not. Got Bobby on the case. There's no one better than Agent Smith. I think this could all be wrapped up pretty soon.